Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Finesse. Welcome back to the channel, and today we got another Jimmy Highroller video. If you're new to the channel and did not sub yet, make sure y'all hit that sub button. We on the road to 1100 subs. I appreciate everybody that has hit the sub button before. I love each and every one of y'all. Like, we're going every single day, even though it's not a big deal. Every day we're going steadily and surely, and I like that. But with that being said, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
The Warriors are on top of the NBA again. The Eastern.
Oh yeah, 90% of y'all that watch my channel don't subscribe, so it would be really appreciated if y'all hit that sub button. Y'all watch my videos on multiple occasions. Y'all might as well hit the sub button. You feel me? Make sure y'all hit that sub button. If you're new, make sure y'all like these videos. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
winning more games than the Western Conference. Damian Lillard forgot how to shoot a basketball. Kyrie Irving is nowhere to be found, and the reigning league MVP nearly took a man's head off.
Hey,
the
I seen
NBA
that
season
shit.
just started, and things are already getting crazier by the day.
Shit getting crazy in the NBA. No cap.
Today's video is brought to you by Code Fitzgreen Tickets for the day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the NBA is going crazy and shit. Like,
What if I told you last season that 3 weeks into the 2021-2022 season, the Wizards and the Bulls would be two of the best teams in the league? Tyler Hero would be averaging more points than...
see, that's all all of these people, bro, like, draw fouls. Like, even though Devin Booker's still getting the 22, like, everybody else, bro, be drawing fouls crazy. Like,
Devin
that's
Booker,
that new rule.
Damian Lillard, and James Harden, the Bucks would look mediocre, and Zion Williamson weighs 310 pounds and is still missing games. Well, you might not have trouble believing that Zion part, but everything else would sound far-fetched. Just a few weeks into the season, and this is the reality of the NBA. With one of the most dynamic offenses in the league, the Bulls can be proud about something other than that one bald guy that played for them 3 decades ago. The 76ers also possess one of the best records in the league, despite Ben Simmons refusing to suit up, with him and his jump shot still not ready to play. Zion Williamson had an incredible season last year, but has taken a few steps back as he continues to rehab from an injury and has gained substantial weight in the process. Reports claiming his weight being upwards of 315 pounds.
Put that nigga on a water diet or something. Like, get him on a water diet. Get him a cook. Like, what y'all doing? Like, y'all just sitting here letting him gain weight. Like, hire him a cook. Buy him a personal chef. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all just gonna let him get big and then y'all gonna waste y'all bread on this nigga? Like,
I'm not gonna mock the man about his physical appearance, but Charles Barkley will.
Chuck, you had a visceral reaction to this.
It looked like me and Shaq had a baby.
Bruh.
What it look like, Chuck? Like me and you had a baby.
Bruh.
no, hey, yo.
This dude, he eat good in New Orleans.
At just
Yeah,
21
too
years old,
good.
Zion has already had multiple major injuries, surgeries, and he is struggling to get into playing shape. All red flags for an ultra-talented young player. Hopefully he can crack down on these issues and at least give himself a shot at reaching his full potential. Kyrie Irving is still inactive and showing no signs of getting back on the court anytime soon. I mean,
He don't want that vaccine. I don't blame him. If I was in his shoes, I would do the same thing. Because it's like, how come all the other NBA teams don't have to take the vaccine and I got to take it? Like, they doing the same thing that I'm doing and they not, like, come on now.
Has got to.
And on top of that, I have millions. So, you feel me? If I was Kyrie, I would have millions. I have the sneaker deal already. Like, I'm situated. Like, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Frustrating for KD.
Got a couple millions in my pocket.
Left arguably the best team ever assembled, front row seats on Easy Street, rings all but guaranteed, to come to Brooklyn to play with a watered-down James Harden and a point guard who has no intention of playing basketball in the near future. And in a weird and oddly satisfying turn of events, the Warriors are somehow on top of the NBA again.
That shit is crazy. You see the Kings though. They lose. They negative 5. They below 500. But hey, you see the Kings though. Top 10 in the league. You see it. I see it. We see
continues
it.
to play at an MVP level and bring the best out of his teammates, and has seemingly
I need to eat
duplicated
something.
himself in the form of Jordan Poole. The Warriors are doing all of this without Klay Thompson, who is expected to make his long-awaited return sometime around Christmas. According to Basketball Reference's MVP tracker, these are the current top 10 leaders for the MVP.
Yeah, Curry gonna get that shit for sure. Like, the way he's looking right now, Curry gonna get that shit for sure.
Award, with Stephen Curry in first at the moment. Now, of all the numbers and positions that will change as the season continues, this list is the most likely to be completely different when it's all said and done. But If Stephen Curry can snag his third regular season MVP award with the league as stacked with talent as it currently is, this season would be another historic season for him. With 3 regular season MVPs, this would make Curry just the 9th player in league history to win at least 3. Meanwhile, the most likely winner is currently nowhere to be seen on the MVP tracker. Because like many other stars and superstars, Luka Doncic has been struggling on offense so far this season.
That foul rule, that rule.
Superstars, I'm not just talking about a couple players who
have that rule, man. It's that rule where people be drawing fouls to get free points.
Gotten off to a slow start this season.
I seen that shit in the Olympics, and it was like, nah, we gotta cut that shit off because y'all niggas is not really nice for real. Like y'all playing like bitch ass niggas. Like that's what happened.
Than they have in years. After averaging 31 points per game over the last 2 seasons, Bradley Beal is averaging just 24 points per game on 39% shooting from the...
Like, to be honest, that's not bad, but like 6 points down is crazy. Like,
field and just 25% from
and he's shooting worse.
Damian Lillard is struggling as well, averaging just 19 points per game on 35% shooting from the field and just 23% shooting from 3. This man is one of the greatest scorers in the history of the league, there's no glaring explanation for his shooting drought. Luka's scoring numbers are way down. Trae Young's numbers are down. Booker's, MPJ's, De'Aaron Fox.
Ain't MPJ like injured? And Fox don't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Most surprisingly, James Harden. We all know how well Harden could put the ball in the hoop. The man could give you 25 a game in his sleep, and yet he's only averaging 18 points per game on subpar shooting splits. Now sure, some of these players don't have the same exact scoring role this season as they've had in past seasons, but none of this explains just how drastic this scoring shift has been. So, what's going on? Well, to answer that question, we have to zoom out a bit and look at numbers from more players. Last season, after 72 games, when it was all said and done, 12 players averaged over 26 points per game, the highest total of such scoring averages in NBA history. This season, just 3 weeks in, and only 6 players are currently averaging 26.
The real scores, the real bucket getters. You feel me? The real bucket getters. These are real bucket getters right here. No cap.
Per game. Just
and you got both 2 people in the Bulls doing it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
From last season. If we take all of the NBA All-Stars from last season and average out their points per game, they averaged a combined 25.4 points per game throughout the entire season. Those same players this season are averaging just 21.2 points per game. As a whole.
Let's see. Increased scoring average from last season. Who got that? AD. He has to. Jaylen Brown, because Tatum not doing nothing. He has to get more buckets. Rudy Gobert, Bear. He's getting put backs a lot because people missing now. As you can see, everybody's missing. Paul George, no Kawhi, so he's a ball handler. He gonna ball hog that. He gonna do what Paul George does. KD's just KD. Like,
the league's most elite scorers.
And KD got less people now, so he has to be putting up buckets.
Are having trouble scoring. But here's the interesting part. The entire league is not seeing the same dip in offensive production. The total offensive output from NBA teams this season is just slightly lower than the averages from previous seasons. Same with the league average in true shooting percentage from this season and the league average true shooting percentage from previous seasons.
That shit crazy, y'all.
The pace of play this season is higher than it's been in previous seasons.
That's good.
Fact, the number of players who are averaging 18 points per game or more this season is also higher than it was last season. So if the league...
So that's why the Lakers is doing so shitty. They got a bunch of old niggas that can't really run the floor like that. The pace of the game is too fast for them. Oh shit.
As a whole is not in some sort of scoring drought, why are so many of the league's top players in one? Well, a few players blame the new NBA ball for their shooting struggles.
They got a Wilson ball. That could be it too. That could definitely be it too.
Similar to the situation in 2007, the NBA changed the league's official ball this season, and some players are not a fan of it. But if the ball is the problem, then everyone across the board would be dealing with the same issues.
Yeah, everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like, the ball could be the problem, but everybody's using the same ball as you. Like, you just gotta go in the gym, put a little extra work with that ball. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't the case?
Like, y'all get paid millions, bro. Like, y'all get paid millions. Like, at least look good doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, put that little extra effort in, you're gonna get paid more millions. Like,
it's still too early in the season to be making any sort of conclusions yet. but we've actually seen enough action to see a pattern here. A new change to the game that we just discussed before the start of the season that has turned some of these players' games upside down. And that change is the new foul rule. After the league decided to crack down on what they consider to be shooting fouls, some of the league's most premier scorers are not seeing the same foul calls they were seeing in past seasons. As a whole, the free throw rate of the best scorers in the league are down. Players that built this fail-safe offensive option into their bag just got this move ripped away from them, and they now have to resort to actually scoring the ball like everyone else. Now, it's not like these players are shooting far less free throws, but knowing that they won't get bailed out on bad shots has forced them to change a massive component.
That's a lot of points left on the table.
Some of these guys out of rhythm. You'll notice that players who never added this tactic to their game haven't really seen this same dip in scoring from last season to this season. Guys like Giannis, DeRozan, Morant, Levine, Jimmy Butler have all gone virtually unaffected by this change because they never needed this gimmick to get a bucket in the first place.
Facts.
This rule change has also affected superstars disproportionately in relation to average players. Superstars get superstar calls that other players would never get on offense. So while seemingly average players had to really hone in on their skills to get a bucket, knowing that refs wouldn't give them the benefit of the doubt, some superstars have drifted away from the arsenal that made them great and have relied a bit too much on what they know the refs will give them. A lazy habit that is now coming back to bite these players. As much as we all knew this change in the rulebook would change the game itself, I don't think any of us could have predicted that the change would be this massive. And you want to know something else that I've noticed, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too?
What?
Not only are some of the league's most prolific scorers struggling on offense, young, up-and-coming players are seamlessly filling the gaps of these stars.
That's a fact.
Lamelo
We needed
Ball,
those.
Miles
Like, no cap, we really needed niggas to step up, bro. We needed niggas to step up. Like,
Bridges, John Morant, OG, Cole Anthony, Jordan Poole, Zach LaVine,
a lot of new
SGA,
niggas.
Trey, RJ, Bane, Mitchell, DeJounte Murray. All of these young players have been shining in these opening weeks of the season. I feel like this season is a turning point, the genesis of an entirely new generation of NBA superstars. A shift in NBA power, similar to the shift we saw in the late 90s and the shift we saw in the late 2000s. A lot of NBA stars are getting older, their prime's coming to an end, and a window of opportunity opening up for these younger players to step in and fill their soon-to-be vacant spots
yeah, he's nice
at the
too.
top. And I'll tell you what, these young guys are built different. They are not afraid to go toe-to-toe with players that they once looked up to. They aren't starstruck or caught up in the moment. They will go at your neck every single night without hesitation, which is a large reason why I think we are seeing so much new parity in the NBA this season. There's no clear favorite or powerhouse team, and that makes every game and every matchup that much more exciting. So let me know who your favorite young player is. Who do you expect to make the leap this season? And who are your must-watch teams? Comment
that's
down
why the
below.
NBA be blocking me on my reaction videos, and I don't do reaction videos no more because it's a waste of fucking time. Like, I'm tired of doing reaction videos and my shit gets blocked. Like,
and as always,
you know what I'm
until
saying?
next time.
Like, I don't got time for that though, bro. But hey, if you made it to the end of the video, you obviously like the video, so you obviously gotta subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, y'all. We on the road to 1,100 subs. I love each and every one of y'all. But with that being said, it's your boy Johnny Finesse, and I'ma holla at y'all. Peace, man.